The place doing nothing. Son of Sono is actually... Oh, yeah! Son of Sono, about to get a lung, hopefully. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Falcon, RimWorld Alpha 8. Let's get the game going on over here. So, we had a raid last episode. We took care of it quite well. I mean, there was a little bit of an issue there where we're kind of... You know, I felt the heat. I guess you could call it that way. But we were able to or at least overachieve, or not overachieve, but at least overcome the odds, essentially. Now, we do have Kai over here being set up for recruitment. This guy over here should be getting, I guess he's getting fed right now, but he should be getting harvested for everything that he has. So we took his lung already, we took his kidney. The final thing that we take from this man is going to be the final countdown for him, but that's going to be... Nope, don't install anything on him. And we're going to actually harvest the... what happened to his lung? Why can't I fucking harvest the heart? I mean, not the lung, but the heart. Where's the heart at? You know, it's the total eclipse of the heart because he obviously doesn't even have one. So I'm going to take the liver, I suppose. So liver's next. Excellent. Now, Nez, this man over here, Ian, we also need to harvest a little bit more from him. I think we already took, what did we take? We removed the right lung. So now we want to also take the left kidney. You know what, let's just take his heart. I want one heart at the very least. Now, what's going to be pretty cool is that Son of Sono should be able to get a lung now because he was, or at least his lung was destroyed. I'm not sure when, but it was destroyed. Here he is. Son of Sono, I got some news for you, my man. We have a lung for you. Where did it come from? Don't even wonder about that. Don't even ask where it came from. Let's just say that, you know, there was a person that was so kind enough to donate it to you, and there you go. Left lung's been destroyed. Install left lung. Ha Alrighty, Son of Sono. As soon as you're done with this body, let me just have you come to a bed. And we'll have you up and running soon, my man. Hauling kidney? Nah, dude, come over here and... Oh, okay, well... Someone's there. Alrighty, we need to have one of these beds free up. And then afterwards we'll take care of him, I would imagine. D-Rox, how you doing over here, dude? Yeah, you're still healing up from those injuries? Yeah, don't worry, man. You'll be up and running soon. Alrighty, so yeah, we did lose... Well, we didn't lose anybody, but... D-Rox was the only person that got knocked out on the last raid. It was my fault. I just kind of, didn't really pay attention, as I, you know, would come to no surprise to you, but my melee people were left a little bit defenseless there. It was my bad for sure, but, you know, that's under control now. We are treating our people, though, which is always pretty good, and more importantly, this man's going to be harvested for everything that he has over here. Now, we need to kind of increase the area for... dumping areas here, I should say. So, Pythos, do me a solid. Can you strip Trotto? And now he is free to be taken off somewhere. So if somebody could haul this man out of here, that would be pretty ideal. Hopefully sooner than later. Alrighty. So that's done with. Speaking of which, where's the human meat being taken to now? Because it should still be in part of our stockpiles. So let me make sure that the human meat, foods, raw food, meat, human meat. Where's that at? Human meat? Down over here. That still needs to be part of the stockpile because we do sell some of the human meat for money purposes, obviously. Alrighty. So that's everything in here looking pretty good. And then, oh, this guy's dead now too. Perfect. So Nez, do me a solid. Let me have you strip this man. And then he should be good to be moved now. And then I want to make sure, I want to see when Son of Sono gets his lung. I'm really happy for that guy. He deserves a lung, man. It's been a good worker for us. I like how Jack Avengers over here working in the dark. Alright, Jack, you know what? Power's looking pretty good. I'll give you a lamp in here, bro. I will surely give you a lamp. So, standing lamp, I would say, like, roughly over here. Light some of this area up a little bit. Everything looking fine? Yeah, seems pretty good. Alrighty. Got a little bit of weird case of the burps going on over here. I think it was because I had ramen. You know, it's kind of weird, like, speaking of ramen, like, I had, like, ramen just, like, a while ago for lunch. It was, like, you know, nothing fancy. It was just, like, you know, a cup of noodles, you know, ramen. You know, just put some water in it, and boom, you're good to go. But it's funny, because now that I think about it, where's Son of Sono at? So I want to see when this happens is the problem. That's why I'm trying to keep a close eye on Son of Sono, wherever he might be at. S'mores, are you alright, man? You're standing right there in the middle of the place doing nothing. Son of Sono is actually... Oh, yeah! Son of Sono, about to get a lung, hopefully. Should be this lung over here, too. What we need to do, honestly, is expand this area a bit more if we can. How would I do this? I'll get back to this whole ramen thing I was talking about, don't you worry one bit. It totally is coming. It's going to be kind of in the way, but sure. For now, we'll leave it this way. I want to, like, you know, obviously remove all this shit and expand it down to here once we get the chance. Oh, we actually did mine through here, huh? And through this, too. So technically, we should be kind of good to put up the walls around here at the very least, huh? So let's do that before I go into my ramen story. It's a pretty good story, don't you worry one bit. I'm not lying to you. I would not lie to you people. What do you mean, you people? So I'm gonna put this down over here. Does this need to be powered up by any chance? I think so, yeah. If we're gonna be, you know, making infrastructure shit happening over here, we should probably have at least, a stone conduit wall happening for that to take place, I would say. Yeah, you probably will. So as soon as that's actually, we could probably place it down now, I would say. So we could do sandstone conduit. The one outside isn't powered up, but that's pretty easy to fixable. We could just place down a power conduit here, and that would just about do it. Then for everything else, what I want to do is just sandstone conduit. Of course, I'm going to be using some conduit for this, or some metal for this, but we have a lot of metal now. And you know what? Let's actually do slate blocks, because we have a lot of slate, right? Yeah, we have a shit ton of slate now. So I want to go down through here, and then through here. Huh. Well, we'll put it down to here for now, and then we'll have to mine this out and go around it. Otherwise, I might get stuck in there. You know how the AI sometimes works in this game, so we have to kind of work around that. This needs to be mined out too. So, mine this, and then let's also cancel this spot over here. Just so that we have the exit to the mining area, which we're almost done with. But as a matter of fact, we're almost just a matter of done here. We just have to kind of haul what's left over. I mean, there's more mining to be done, obviously. But it's not really a necessary evil just now. Oh, there's our gold over here coming along, too. Just need to haul it over here. But I'm sure we'll do more hauling once the rest of my people are actually up and running, too. I like how Cal's over here looking at the body parts of his old friends. I guess he's really looking forward to joining us now, right? Now, speaking of which, for these harvested body parts, where does this go? Where does this, out of curiosity, where does this go? Body parts? Yeah. Yeah, so they should be hauled over here at some point or another. Son of Sono, are you recovering? Ah, whole body anesthetic. He has been installed with the lung. Alright, Son of Sono. Welcome back, my friend. Oh, Jack Avenger's Light now. Good. I'm liking it. Man, we have a pretty good base going on. I really am enjoying this base a lot, honestly. So, I mentioned ramen earlier. I guess this is going to be kind of like a significant showing of how, I guess, uncultured I am, how fucking, I don't know, how out of touch I am with, like, the times and stuff. Well, I guess not really out of touch with the times, but just, like, this whole really weird uncultured type of thing where, you know, things are so easy and cheap in my life for some fucking reason. Well, because I'm, you know, poor, unfortunately. But, I honestly used to think that ramen was just basically, you know, cup of noodles. Just basic cup of noodles. I didn't think that it was like this whole issue where people, like, you know, there were like these plates with, like, you know, fucking wheat noodles and, like, you know, amazing, like, vegetables and, you know, etc., etc. Like, you know, when you think of ramen, at least when I do, assuming it's not in your culture, if ramen isn't, like, such a mainstay in your culture, you probably already knew this, but I'm American, so ramen isn't necessarily a cultural thing for us too prominently anyway. I mean, you see a lot of ramen places around, and now I understand them. But growing up, ramen to me was just, you know, a cup of noodles. You know, you put some hot water on it, boom, you're good to go. Cheap lunch, cheap dinner, cheap breakfast, cheap everything. Keep it really cheap. But for the first time that I learned about ramen shops, I'm talking about ramen shops now, I was going to go out to eat with a friend. And she was like, hey, you want to go get some ramen? And I was like, sure. I mean, it wasn't like a date, right? But it was kind of like, you know, let's go out and do something. She was like, you want to go out and get some ramen? And I'm just like, why would we go out for that? I mean, she's like, no, just to go eat. I'm like, well, I know that we were going to go eat. But why do you want to go and get some ramen? I mean, why we could just make it here? She's like, you know how to make ramen? And I was like, yeah, I mean, excuse me? It's fucking ramen. We're not... Oh, you're not asking me over to do, like, some filet mignon or, like, you know, cut, what is it, the puffy fish, you know, the poisonous puffy fish that just puffs up, and apparently you can only eat a significant part of its body because the rest of it's poisonous. I'm not sure if that's true or not. It was like a myth type of rumor type of thing. But that's what I'm thinking, right, when she says that to me. I'm just like, yeah, I can make ramen. I mean, you just fucking had some water and heat it up. And she's like, no, I mean, like, with the fixings and everything. It's like, what do you mean fixings? It like, you just put water in it. every now and then you get like a fancy ramen cup where it has a little packet and you drop the packet in there. It's like kind of like dried, like pre-frozen dried veggies and stuff, and then when you put the water it kind of disintegrates and, you know, gives it the taste. And she's like, no, I mean the ramen shop type of thing. And then she explained to me, because I'm so uncivilized and so uncultured, it's like literally a ramen shop where you go and it's like this whole festive meal type of thing. Like, you know, just like the whole bowl, like the broth is actually broth. It's not just fucking hot water with, like, you know, seasoning. It's like a broth, like a chicken broth, or, you know, depending on different type of broths, I'm pretty sure. There's wheat noodles involved. There's, you know, noodles of different varieties. Like, there's crazy hard-boiled eggs that people, like, you know, make. Like fucking fresh farm eggs. Range-free, whatever that means. I mean, I guess range-free is like a really fancy way of saying that these eggs haven't been, like, tampered with by, you know, chemicals and shit. Vegetables upon vegetables, and, like, you know, we're talking, like, what are we talking about? Like, protein meats and stuff? And I'm just like, whoa, 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 you are fucking blowing my mind right now. When did this happen? But yeah. So we went out and I had ramen, and I had like legit ramen. And let me tell you, that shit was fucking amazing. And ever since then, I've been like, okay, cool. Now I know there's ramen and there's cup of noodles. That's the reason why I call cup of noodles now just cup of noodles as opposed to calling them ramen. Because of that whole experience by itself. So yeah, I mean, just a little bit of an insight into the whole Falcon mentality, how uncultured, uncivilized I am. But, you know, so be it. Now, Kai, you're still, eating a simple meal. Alrighty. So, you still haven't been recruited, right? How are you doing over here, by the way? Friendly chats, everything's pretty fine, so yeah. That was my ramen story, just wanted to kind of share it there. Nothing too crazy, but hey. I always like to share, you know, things where I kind of make a fool of myself on occasion. Now, the unfinished wooden sculpture is skill 303 left. Alright, so he's still working on it. Power's looking pretty good. How's it, how warm is it in here? 6 degrees, and then it's 53 degrees in here. Oh, that's really, that's my ideal weather, honestly, 52 degrees. It's not really warm. A little bit kind of on the nippy side, but again, we're talking Fahrenheit, though, so I apologize for those who are like, you know, 53 sounds like it's inferno to me. It's like, no, I'm sorry, Celsius, dude. I know 53 would be really probably fucking hot. Indoors is 37. In this hallway, this room is actually 25. Look at this shit. You know what? You guys are no longer in the negatives, so don't complain to me about being in the negatives anymore. Not that they really were, but, you know, in my own mind. Parkas need to be hauled in as well. We still have a lot of hauling to be done over here from this last raid. So this is over here getting built completely. Perfect. So what I'm considering doing now is once we have that up and running, we should... how do we want to work this? Let's see. Let me look at my power infrastructure here really quickly. Power conduit. So this is definitely being connected, though, so that's good. We want to see that happening. I guess we'll probably start mining out the rest of this spot over here to give us the room that we need. And we also need to start cutting some of these trees down, right? So, cut plants. Everything over here, let's get you out of the way. Same with you guys. I mean, might as well get you out of the way, too. Alrighty. Everything over here cut down, please, and then we'll do hauling for chunks, because we don't need these in our... Actually, you know what? If the chunks are, it's not really a big deal, because if we're going to move the stone cutting table down here, if there's chunks down here, then pretty cool. As a matter of fact, we could probably... Well, we could even get rid of this stockpile altogether. Maybe even add a few extra mortars there. We don't know. Something to consider for sure. Alrighty, everything else is looking pretty goddamn well, though, so I am pretty happy about that, although... You guys also need to be cut down, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Cutting down those trees, perfect. Mining the rest of that out. That shouldn't cave in, right? I mean, I'm always so cautious about that, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to cave in. So let's go back into structure here. Excuse me? No, nothing fell in, right? I'm so fucking paranoid about it. This roof better not fucking fall in, man. You know what? You don't mind us out for now. Just in case. Just in case, you know? Rather be safe than sorry here. Now then, power once again. We need to run it up through here, so we'll do more of this, and this will go down this way, upwards to here, I would say. And then we could even use this wall here. I was thinking about knocking this down, but we could actually keep this as the perimeter, or at least the surrounding area that encapsulates our little workshops too. So technically, this doesn't even have to go anywhere. We could just use this as a mainframe for the building itself, so... Hey, that works out pretty good. How's the gold coming along, by the way? Pretty good. Pretty good. Are we hauling it back in here? We should be. I want to start doing some of this sculpting in gold, but, you know, I could see how long it takes to just make the wooden one. Like, Jack's taking forever over here. Work left 207? Jesus. He's been there for a while, too. Alrighty. How's our food looking? 2,700? Yeah. Everything's looking pretty good. You know what I want to do? I want to actually up the count of our food. Not that it really matters, as it feels like we never even reach 20 because we have so many people. Maybe an extra stove wouldn't be the worst thing, honestly. But at least for now, let's just bring it up to, like, I don't know, 20 as well. 25, maybe. I think we have more than 25 people. If I would have to make a rough estimate, I would say. So let's just keep it at 25, see what happens. And then we have a trade ship. Ah, bulk skill trader. They might actually deal with human meat, so... unfortunately, we're doing a pretty piss-poor job of, you know, butchering these bodies right now. Let's see, where is Ness at? Or just anybody in general. Pro, what are you doing? Eating for a simple meal? Let's actually have you hold off on that, my friend. Let's find out what these people are up to here. They do deal with human meat. Ah, fuck, we're gonna miss out on such a good deal here. Alrighty, let's see here. Where's Ness at? Ah, Ness is over here. Perfect. Ness, no, you're not gonna eat right now, dude. We're gonna have you deal with this trader first and foremost, and only then we'll deal with you afterwards, in terms of getting some food. Alrighty, so... let's see here. What do we want? We have gold, but obviously gold we're going to be using to sculpt things, so don't sell that. Plasteel, we'll keep that around as well. Human leather, I don't really see myself, you know, making too many other things right now, so I'll just, you know, butcher all the leather down. I'm not sure we even built all the toques that we needed. I'm pretty sure we did not, because we haven't been crafting toques for some reason or another. Muffalo leather, let's get you going. But again, I'm not really too worried about getting leather. It's actually pretty easy to do because we're always hunting anyway, so not really that big of a concern. And then human meat, definitely sell what we do have right now. And boar skin as well. It's going to give us just about all their money they do have. As a matter of fact, we could probably max it by selling that too, except... Alright, let's come back over here. Now then. Oh, and people have been telling me, Falcon, you have to do multiple transactions. I know that. It's just kind of like a little bit of an OCD, force of habit thing to do for me at this point. Now, do they have anything that I want to buy? Devil's Thread, you know what? I'm kind of interested just because we have extra money now, but... I don't know. Synth Thread? Center's actually pretty good as well, but eh. Sandstone blocks, you know, our sandstone block is actually pretty low, but are we going to get our... We're going to get our workshops up and running really soon, so that'll take care of itself. Let me go ahead and buy all the food, though. That seems like a really amazing idea on my end, just because we have all the money to do it anyway. Let me take the berries as well. And I will also take all the agave that you have, man. How much money is that so far? 1,900? We only have 25 in our stockpile right now because we haven't moved all the silver that we just got from the transaction over. So we're not going to be able to get all of it in one go. So we'll do that. Alright. But as soon as we move the silver into the beacons, which it... Oh, there it is now. Alrighty. 44.83. Ness, I know you want to eat. You'll eat soon. I assure you will, my friend. Just, you know... As a matter of fact, I'm probably doing you a favor. Do you want to look like Fred? No offense, Fred, but, you know, just throwing it out there. Medicine, they have it. It's just really expensive. How much do we have? Oh, we're out of medicine? You know, it's expensive. Excuse me? That's not what I'm trying to buy. It's expensive. How much would this be? 918? Yeah, sure, what the fuck not. I know it's expensive. People are going to be mad about not min-maxing that one, but come on, we have the money. Let's not be stingy right now. We have the money. That's about it, right? Yeah, that's all I want from them. Accept. Alrighty. Now you can go ahead and eat, mess. Not a big deal. Just have more bodies to butcher down, though. This has been almost built. Need to cut all that down over here, and then we're still mining gold. We also have all this metal over here, too, by the way. We have a lot of metal. We started off with such a small quantity of metal. We've somehow just built up this whole entire collection somehow, seamless. Now, this over here needs to be moved into our freezer area, obviously. Because there should be no food here, right? Just making sure. The only food that we allow is just the human meat, and that's for selling, so yeah. That should be taking care of itself, and so should the medicine. I shall go back to the beds over here. Alrighty, Kai is still being a little bit difficult in terms of recruitment. He didn't like the fact that we butchered down his friends, but, you know, I guess he'll come around at some point. Is he grabbing a meal? Ah, he is! So I've always been like, you know, I've seen some comments saying that it doesn't work, like, you know, they're not supposed to grab meals at a nutrient pace, but there you go. He did it right there. So I've always been a little bit iffy on that because I've never paid too much attention to it, but, you know, what do I pay attention to, right? Alrighty, so as soon as our perimeter reserve here is done, we can start building the... You know, we don't even have to even cut this down because we're going to probably place down some flooring in this area too. For the area. So what if we start doing that now? Like say, I mean, we're going to have to cut it down regardless to place the flooring down, but... Let me see. So what if we did... What do I want to do out here? Limestone tile. How many of these limestones do we have, though? 233. We have a lot of slate. We could definitely pull it off with slate. Sandstone, we still have a lot of sandstone as well. What is this? Oh, we got, Kai. Speaking of double, right? So we'll deal with him soon. We do have a lot of slate. I think slate sounds pretty good for a floor, though, especially if we're going to be doing a lot of work. How much would this cost us, though? Ooh, way too much than we actually do have, so never mind, Slate. You're a little bit too expensive for my blood. As a matter of fact, most of this is going to be way too much because of the 6 requirement for each one. So concrete's going to have to go, I guess. I don't have the cloth to make the carpets go. Paved tile, 2 steel, concrete. Quick to move on, but not very pretty. But then it's going to be a workshop, so it doesn't have to be pretty now, does it? We'll go with metal tile. Why the fuck not? We have a lot of steel right now, and apparently because I have so much I want to spend it all in one go, so I'm a genius. That's going to be 1,500 steel? Oh, you might want to double think that one, Falcon. I do, but I'm not. Steel it is. Alrighty. So that should be good to go. We have the rock chunks over here that we have to also haul away, or do we want to do that actually? No, we'll just keep them around there because we're going to have the sculpting going on over here anyway. Alrighty, let's make sure that our power supply is being run through this whole area again one more time. It should be once we have this sealed up over here. And this needs to be also placed back now. So we'll go into structures and then slate blocks through all this right here. Perfect. And then we have Kai to deal with. So Kai, it's over here already working too. What a trooper. Alrighty, Kai, let's see what you're all about here. You're a pretty decent worker from what I remember. Any health injuries? Nope. So he's got to give you some pants and a weapon. You are going to be a, you know, pick my poison type of thing. 6 and 6 overall. It's not too bad. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do, off camera, I will equip Kai, and we'll go from there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a thumbs up, leave a like. The support does mean a lot. I will catch you next time.